6 simple steps to reduce belly fat with and without exercise. So let's go. The purpose of this video is to discuss the 6 simple ways to reduce belly fat with and without exercise. To achieve this purpose, we will engage in the following activities. Watching this video, and you could type, free copy in the comments for a free core exercise app exercise worksheet that I have, as well as some meal plan sample. So you could type free in the comment and to receive copies of those. So why is belly fat dangerous? So belly fat is dangerous because it can indicate a risk for developing heart disease and type 2 diabetes. Diabetes, according to National Institute of Health, measurements of more than 35 inches for a woman or more than 40 inches for men can indicate these kind of risks. So we want to make sure that we're not having excess belly fat, and we want to make sure that we are taking the steps in order to reduce it, like what I'm sharing in this video right here. We're gonna watch this video and then we're gonna discuss afterwards. And you want to think about how this relates to you, and you could type in the comments how this relates to you in your journey trying to lose belly fat. All right, so here we go.
The middle muffin, the spare tire, whatever the nickname, people with this punch should take note.
They may actually have a health risk that is even worse off than those who are obese.
Mayo Clinic Dr. Francisco Lopez Jimenez says that's because not all fat is created equal, and belly fat is especially bad.
It's a fat that promotes the hardening of the arteries, promotes diabetes, promotes inflammation.
In a study led by the doctor, results showed men at a normal weight but with a big belly were more than twice as likely to die compared to obese men. Women in the same situation were 32% more likely to die. A measurement called a waist-to-hip ratio can show if you have too much abdominal fat. To find it, divide your waist circumference by your hip measurement.
Certainly, if the value is more than 1, is bad.
Dr. Lopez Jimenez says,
if your ratio is too high, cut refined sugar from your diet and exercise to build muscle. And he stresses, this is not a free pass to gain weight elsewhere.
How does this relate to your particular circumstance right now? Do you feel like you have an excess belly fat? Do you feel like you don't want to be at a higher risk of passing away too early because of excess belly fat and things like that? Let me know down in the comments down below. And you could measure the waist to hip ratio. There's also another way where you could do your waist divided by your height. So I'm going to show you guys a calculator that you guys could check out to try to help you guys to get that information as well. So here's a calculator that you could do your waist to height measurement. As I said, from here, start now, and then we're going to scroll down, hit press continue, and then from there you could change it to the inches or centimeters. So in this case, let's use inches. Say you have a 40-inch waist, and let's change the height from centimeters to feet, and you're a 5 person. So if you hit continue, you're going to see the information here. Then you hit calculate, and then it's going to show you right here. So now it's showing you that there's a higher risk range because it's above the 0.5. So how your result was calculated. So you can see right here how your result was calculated. Waist to height ratio calculated, divided your waist measurement by your height measurement. So as you can see right here, the waist, if the waist is this in centimeters and the height is this in centimeters, then it will be around this number. And then it just moved the decimal, showing the decimal. So that's how it's calculated, is by your waist divided by your height, and then the number. Ideally, you want to be between 0.4 to 0.5 to be considered a lower risk. So this is a source that you guys could check out to help you guys calculate your waist to height ratio. The 1, 2, 3 belly fat, right? So the top three things that cause belly fat are high stress. So this can indicate that there's a higher cortisol level, and which can indicate that your belly fat may be increasing. All right. Next thing is sedentary lifestyle. So if you sit a lot, not moving, not working out. Next one, sugar. So too much sugar in the body, it just stays in the body, and you can start turning to body fat if you're not. 6 ways to reduce belly fat. So the first thing that we want to do is consume more fiber. It makes you feel full, and it's not gonna. It can help you to not overeat, and also as a bonus, you'll be able to use the bathroom more frequently because fiber helps us to use the bathroom as well. So that's good. So one study linked a 10-gram increase in daily soluble fiber intake to a 3.7% lower risk of gaining belly fat, according to Healthline. So you definitely want to incorporate some fiber into our diet to help reduce belly fat. Right. Next one. You want to increase our protein intake. It can reduce our hunger level in our body, and it also has a high thermic effect of food. So what that means is that your body is going to be burning more calories trying to process or digest the protein. So about 20-30% of protein calories are burned while the body is digesting and metabolizing the protein, according to Healthline. The next thing after protein would be carbs and then fat. So protein usually causes the body to use more energy to digest the food. So we definitely want to incorporate protein into our diet, and some excellent source of protein you could incorporate into your diet. All right, next thing that we could do is avoid or limit trans fat. This can increase storage of fat in our body, and it can also raise our cholesterol, which can cause plaque in our arteries, which can lead to heart diseases. So we definitely want to make sure we're, limiting trans fat or avoiding it. So as you can see over here, we have some examples of, trans fat that's found in food. So we definitely do not want to eat too much of these things because we don't want to, let the fat store it in our body, and we don't want to raise our cholesterol and cause heart diseases. All right. Next thing that we want to do is avoid or limit late night eating. So you can make less healthy meals. Sometimes when we eat late night snacks, we tend to eat, the things that are not that beneficial to our body. And because of that, it can cause our body to store fat, especially we're going to bed immediately afterwards. And if we do have to eat too late because of, jobs and different things like that, your schedule, then I recommend eating some more healthy options, like maybe some Greek yogurt, maybe some fruits, vegetables, things like that. All right, next thing that we want to do is reduce stress. So it helps us lower cortisol in our body. As I said, cortisol can make our body store fat. And you're a believer, and I recommend incorporating prayer. And as it says in 1 Peter 5:7, so you want to cast our cares on God because He cares for us. So want to meditate on the scriptures. The next thing that I would suggest is breathe. So I want to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. It's nice and controlled. And also I recommend getting in nature. Just go for a nice little walk in nature or in your backyard or something. And next thing that I would say is exercise. So we want to, start incorporating some exercise into our routine. According to the science right now, we can't spot reduce or target, just one area to lose fat in that particular area. So we want to incorporate a combination of cardio and strength training, or resistance training. For example, walking, jogging, and deadlift. So cardio can help us to burn calories while we're working out, and the deadlift or weight training or resistance training can help us to burn calories. and while we're not working out. So while we're just sitting down, it's going to help us to burn those calories, fat, all those good things. And also we're going to be building muscle. So that's going to be good. So it's going to, get the body leaner. So we want to train at least 2 to 3 times. And closing thoughts. Using our 6 simple steps can reduce your belly fat with and without exercise. As a bonus, I would say you want to also incorporate some sleep, some rest. So when you type free in the comments if you want a free, workout plan for the abs, and also if you want a free meal sample. And so where you can find me on YouTube right here. You could also find me on Instagram at chenna.kfit. And if you're ready to start have a game plan to start reduce stress, increase energy, and reduce belly fat, then click the link down in the description, and you could schedule a call session with a free game plan, a strategy call session with me, so that we can go over some strategy that could help you reducing belly fat and reducing stress, increase energy, all those good things. So let me know down in the comments. Check out the link down in the description. So with that being said, guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Let's level up together. Remember, for His glory. Peace.